Ninyi mnanielewa? Nani si mnajua vile nimesema? Na mimi sipingani na mtu. Wale wakora, wafisadi, wezi, maland grabber, mambo yao ni matatu. Finish.
A family in Kamulu is in agony after the mysterious disappearance of their daughter, 11-year-old Marianne Waithera Karaoke, on the 26th of September. Marianne, a grade 6 student who was to sit for the just concluded KPSEA exams, was last seen in the company of a middle-aged man in the evening of 26th September. The family is urging anybody with information about the whereabouts of Marianne to forward information to the local authorities.
Mtoto wangu amepotea Marianne. Niko na watoto wawili, mmoja anafanya form 4, mwingine ndio amepotea. Lakini vile niliingia kwa nyumba nilipata chai kwa meza imejaa kikombe chai na hiyo kikombe ya kunywangi nayo. Hiyo ndio nilijua huyo mwenye ameenda na Marianne walikuwa naye kwa nyumba, sababu amenipigia simu ako kwa nyumba. Nikamwambia sasa, nikashindwa venye kunaendelea chai venye nimeipata hapo kwa kina kikombe ya kunywangi nayo. Nikajua mtu wametoka na yeye kama 2 hivi ndio tulipata. Mtoto mwingine wa neighbor alikuja bio kwa nyumba akaniambia, mama Shiko, viatu Marianne alienda nazo, kuna zile viatu anashindaga nazo akiwa huku. Kuna viatu zake nimeziona zimevaliwa na mama mwingine hapo kwa barabara na kulikuwa usiku. Nikamuuliza umejuaje ni hizo? Akaniambia zilikuwa na kaharama kalikuwa kameumwa na umbwa na ni hizo viatu.
Na nilipata habari nikiwa nje kidogo, nikasikia mtoto amepotea na nikachukua jukumu ya kukuja kumtafuta. Sasa vile nilifika hapa, nimejaribu kumtafuta, kusunguka. Nimeingia police station mingi sana, lakini sijaona usaidizi.
A group of local leaders is urging parents to be vigilant as their children enjoy an extended holiday at home. They have raised concerns about certain churches and their role in contributing to what they perceive as undesirable behavior, specifically through the organization of night prayers. Joel Gitali, the chair of Tobacco Control Alliance, argues that this extended holiday period provides an opportunity for drug dealers and individuals with extreme religious beliefs to target and recruit children. Gitali and Sylvia Muteshi, a nominated member of County Assembly from Shinyalu constituency in Kakamega County, proposed changes to times these prayers are held. They recommend shifting them to daytime and insist that night prayers involving both boys and girls should be under supervision with curfews imposed on prayer days.
Na pia ninaonya makanisa ambayo huwatumia watoto kuchanga pesa. Unakuta wamewapa proforma, watoto wanatangatanga, wakiona gari wanakimbilia gari hilo eti nisaidie na kijikaratasi kwa mkono. Makanisa kama hayo yanasambaza uovu katika jamii. Yanawafanya hao watoto, na hasa wanaohusika sana huwa ni wasichana wadogo wanaodanganywa kwa kirahisi sana na wanaume na kufanywa mambo ambayo hayafai na kupewa hela ndogo ya kwamba eti kila mmoja anastahili kupeleka sio chini ya shilingi 500 na mtoto hana.
Huu ndio msimu wa makanisa kutusaidia. Kuna hizi kesha ambazo zinapangwa na kanisa. Ikiwa youths wataachiliwa waende hizi kesha, wawe na watu wa kuangalia ni maombi wameenda ama ni nini. Na ni vizuri makanisa yanapoweka hawa vijana katika activities ambazo zitawahold. Kama hata ni kesha, kuna kusoma neno la Mungu. Youths wapewe their own pastor at their age, wale ambao wanamuona kama role model.
And even during the night vigil, we don't want to say that we have to close the night vigil. People have got the right to pray. People have got the right to invoke the supernatural. But it must be done in decency. Actually, the most important thing is not actually to separate them. The most important thing is to be vigilant. In church, we have got ushers, we have got the protocol team, and men of God. Because already we know that's a big problem.
President William Ruto's United Democratic Alliance, UDA party, has extended an opportunity to parastatal heads, allowing them to participate in the upcoming grassroots elections slated for December 9th, 2023. This decision contradicts the initial advisory from Attorney General J.B. Muturi and Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, which had deemed parastatal heads as state officers, disqualifying them from engaging in political party activities. Addressing the media at the UDA party, Secretary General Cleophas Malala explained that UDA's decision was based on a ruling by the Court of Appeal. This ruling determined that board chairmen and directors do not fall under the category of state officers as defined by the Constitution. Hence, UDA has permitted them to participate in grassroots elections.
There was a communication earlier by the Attorney General and the Prime Cabinet Secretary as pertains to the participation of board directors. All board directors, that is board directors and chairpersons of our state corporations. Initially, the Attorney General had communicated that board directors and chairpersons of state corporations are not supposed to participate in political party activities. But I had written back to the Attorney General and the Prime Cabinet Secretary stating the position of the UDA party. And the position of the UDA party is that, and we are extracting our wisdom from the judgment that was made by the Court of Appeal, that state board directors and chairpersons of state corporations are not state officers. And therefore, as a party, we are directing all members of our party who are chairpersons and board directors of state corporations to participate in the forthcoming grassroots elections. You are free to register. You are free to vie in any elective post. If you are a board director, if you are a board chairperson, you are free to participate as a candidate in the forthcoming general election. That is the position of our party and the leadership of our party. So ni kuambia tu kwamba kila mtu ajitayarishe kwamba uchaguzi upo.
And on to the heads of counties, Kilifi Governor Gideon Mung'aro has absolved himself from any wrongdoing in the 103 million Kenyan shillings revenue collection tender flagged by EACC. He said he was the first person to question the tender even before the anti-graft body asked for the details. Mung'aro spoke in Kilifi on Tuesday after meeting civil society organizations. He assured Kilifi residents that money through the tender was well used. The governor said the new technology will guarantee optimum revenue collection and save the county from loss of revenue through corrupt offices. EACC Upper Coast Regional Office wrote to Mung'aro over the Kilifi County revenue collection tender, which cost 103 million shillings. The tender was awarded to Aden Construction Company, and EACC questioned the capacity of the company to undertake the tender after it subcontracted TechBiz to undertake the tender. The letter also questions the revenue sharing, where they devolved units it to pay. Mung'aro defended the sharing formula, saying the company will only be mandated with the collection of revenue. The governor said he is open to any suggestions that will bolster the revenue base for the county.
We have not done any offense. So this kunambia ati now if there's anything they need to advise us, but you can't tell us. They checked. Raindrop have been collecting in this county for 8 years. They were taking 30% of the revenue collected. Apart from that, the workers of the Raindrops were paid by the county of Kilifi. Hivi leo tuko na pesa iko SBM Bank. Yeah? It was over 700 million. Now it has reached about 650 million. Every month, Raindrop is deducting 4 million to pay workers who don't exist. So, you know, sometimes also, even if SCC want to follow, let them follow all the things which are Naumiza County. So, to be one-sided. Were they not there when Raindrop was doing all this? The money is being deducted tomorrow, still being deducted. Kesho mshwamwezi, leo mshwamwezi, wamededuct 4 million kwa akaunti ya Kilifi. So, tutaendelea kukusanya wenyewe tu, ile ilikuwa nakusanya mpaka hiyo mjadala ishi. We will not stop collecting money. It's only that we wanted to collect more. But there are many avenues. If SCC thinks this one should stop, wacha waandike waseme ilifanyika ni makosa under what law, was suspend. Kama kuna any repercussions, everybody will get involved with it, both the county and the SCC. If we don't start, you know what is happening. All the money is being collected every Saturday. Mtu anakusanya pesa anaenda nazo kwa nyumbani, analeta sana napenda Jumatatu. That's the truth. All the stations watu wanachukua pesa wakaenda nazo nyumbani. na kunaona anachukua pesa hawaendi nazo nyumbani, hawaleti kabisa kwa county. Those are challenges of one source revenue. So whoever thinks can advise us better and do it better is more than welcome.
From Kilifi's Gideon Mungaro, we move on to Tharaka Nithi Muthomi Njuki, who is the governor and has called upon the government to complete the project it has started in his county. The leader said that enough government resources have been spent already to start the projects, and failure to complete them insinuates a waste of public resources. The budgeting for the counties should always prioritize the completion of projects and not initiation.
Projects that are ongoing, projects that have consumed taxpayers' money but have not realized any value for the taxpayers, and therefore they have no value at all. They should be given first priority to ensure that they get value by being used by the mwananchi after completion. One of them is what is behind us here, a block for the county headquarters of Tharaka Nithi that started in 2016. To date, we are nearing almost 7 years, and we have not realized a single value for this building, except maybe the parts that usually found a home there. Therefore, we ask the national government to prioritize that. The county government already gave their 30% contribution, but we have requested that since it's a grant that was given to the counties, we request that those 5 counties, Tharaka Nithi being among them, the money be channeled to the county governments, and then we do the accounting the normal way. We will be, I think, more responsible, move faster, because we are always in this building every time we wake up here in the morning. There are many other projects also in this county. There are roads that are stuck, water projects that are stuck, very many of them. I don't want to go name by name with all the roads and all the water projects.
To Machakos County, Machakos University students held a protest that turned into violence in Machakos, complaining of not getting HELB education funding. The students want the government to change its position regarding the financing of education in colleges in the country, lamenting the lack of money to develop themselves while in school. And the protest riots broke out in the mainland of Machakos, causing traffic to stop at a standstill.
To the students, yes. I want to pass a message that why should an administration suspend a total of 80 students? Yes. Comrades power! Comrades power! Comrades power! So right now I want to pass a message maybe to the president to say something so that we disperse. Yes. Meanwhile, my comrades to see lale. Lale, lale, my comrades to see lale. Bado mapambano, mapambano, mapambano. Bado mapambano, my comrades to see lale. Lale, lale, my comrades to see lale. Bado mapambano, mapambano, mapambano. Bado mapambano, mapambano, mapambano. Bado mapambano. Tuendelee tusiendelee. Tuendelee tusiendelee. Tuendelee. Mpaka usiku. Mpaka usiku. Mpaka usiku. Mpaka usiku. Mpaka kesho. An angry comrade is an angry comrade. Comrades power. Comrades power. For release help tunaendelea in the next 24 minutes. Comrades power. Comrades power. Comrades, we suspend peace until we are given our salary. Comrades power. Power.
We are going to address the media. Kwa majina naitwa Ian Kibetrop. I'm the president hapa Machakos University, and we are here as the students of Machakos University to demand for our salary. This loan that we are promised by the government is not, we are not requesting for it, we are demanding as the comrades. Na tunasema, if they don't release it in the next 24 minutes, tunarudi kwa barabara. Ama tunasema aje comrades? Wengine tunaanza saa ngapi? So we are getting the government. They don't give us the money within the next 24 minutes. Tupatane kwa barabara.
I want to address the county government. Anaongelea maboko, amesahau na what is maboko and the students? Charlie Wabina is reluctant. We want him in Machakos University. He's reluctant. Why? He's a leader for Machakos. Amesahau university kubwa Machakos. University unaleta tax. kwa hii county. Tukifunga shule hakuna pesa. He should come to Machakos University. Victoria Mweni, the academic secretary Machakos University. When I want to address the county government. Comrades power. Comrades power. I'm the academic secretary Machakos University. I want to address the county government. Wavinya and Ndeti is sleeping. Comrades in Machakos University are suffering. The MP around Machakos University, you are sleeping too. The MCA around Machakos University, you are reluctant too. We want to see you. We need peace and we want you to come to Machakos University. Comrades power. Machakos County Pia, release bursary for students. We want bursary to Machakos University. Comrades power. Comrades power. Within 24 minutes, if they don't release, we go to the streets. Comrades power. Asanteni.
As Jerry Pade Agak. I am the former president of this institution, having broken a record of 3 demonstrations within a period of 1 year.
And on to Kiambu County, 2 suspected thieves were burnt to death in Kiambu's County, Kikuyu Sub-County, Thokgoto location by angry residents who were fed up of their constant troubles. The 2 were accused of stealing as well as injuring citizens during their escapades. The victims were known for snatching and fleeing on a motorbike on which they were torched in.
Na pikipiki na wamekuwa wakisumbua wananchi kuwanyang'anya. Kama hiyo Jumatatu waliweza kutunga msichana mmoja wa university kisu, na wakati walishikwa tuliwapeleka identification police, walikuwa identified positively ambaye waliweza kuapia before court. So wananchi tuweze kushirikiana pamoja ndio tuweza kushika hiyo watu kuliko kuwa subject to mob injustice. Kuna sheria ambaye wanazosha kuchukuliwa hatua ya ukweli.
Kuna watu walisema hapana. Hao watu wametuhangaisha sana sababu kuna watu wako hospitali washadugwa na visu. Kuna watu hawana mikono washavujwa mikono na hao waizi, na kuna pikipiki ingine bado ya red. Hao wako mpaka na buduki, wanaenda na buduki. Ukikutana nao wanakuambia weka simu hapa chini ama tukupige risasi.
And all the way to the coastal region in Mombasa County, activities in that county are at a standstill following heavy downpours on Friday night. Well into the morning, we have learned that the Kibarani area in Mombasa is entirely impassable as roads are flooded. There is heavy traffic on the Mombasa-Changamwe highway due to flooded roads. Motorists are advised to expect delays and seek alternative routes. The rains began on Friday and continued throughout the night. Residents have urged the county government to intervene and set up drainage systems to avoid unnecessary flooding. The Kenya Meteorological Department had predicted that heavy rains will be seen across this week, with the coastal region experiencing isolated storms and rain during the day. Director of Public Prosecutions Redson Ingonga has committed to protecting the rights and freedom of journalists. Ingonga was speaking yesterday during the International Day to End Impunity for Crimes Against Journalists. A statement comes days after media stakeholders criticized the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions for not acting on cases involving journalists. They say journalists face harassment, intimidation, and physical attacks while carrying out their duty. Kenya Union of Journalists Secretary General Eric Odwor called upon the government to protect the rights and freedom of journalists.
As the media landscape has expanded, so too have the risks that confront journalists. With devolution in Kenya, the space for more individuals and groups to venture into print and broadcasting media has increased as community-based journalists and correspondents address local issues. And this expansion has brought about a likely increase in threats and persecution faced by journalists at the local and national level in the new political dispensation. They now face threats, including verbal harassment, physical violence, and tragically, even the loss of their lives. And it is with very heavy hearts that we acknowledge that the pursuit of truth has, at times, come with immeasurable cost.